Welcome, dear Earthlings. I am Might of Elaine, and welcome to my channel. I appreciate you all tuning in. You are so welcome to be here, and I'm excited to share this video with you. Today, we're going to be talking about the energies in March as a collective and all the shifts that will be taking place now that we're in Pisces season, and also just preparing you as well as what's to come, what to expect. And I'll also be doing at the end card pulls based on love, money, success, and overall messages. So please stay to the end and hit that like and subscribe button if you feel energetic alignment with me, and there's more to come. Those of you that don't know, I am an energy alchemist, intuitive healer, and a soul coach. And my main goal is to help you remove all the energetic blockages that gets in the way of you living your most fulfilling and aligned life. Again, thank you for being here. So March, now we are in Pisces season as of last week. Pisces is a water sign. It is a mutable sign. It is a very flowy sign. So it's an element of going in different directions, seeing what you connect with, going inward. It's a higher consciousness sign when it comes to Pisces. It's the last sign of the zodiac of, of water before we start the new cycle with Aries next month. And Pisces wants us to connect to our intuitive feelings, connect to our emotions, to discern what's true versus an illusion. Also, it allows us to get lost in the abilities that we have and also dream a little bit more, connect a little bit more. It's ruled by Neptune, so it has that Neptunian energy of dreaming and just that supernatural vibe. So it's very flowy, and it's definitely welcomed after an air sign when we're too much in our minds, thinking things through. We're going with the flow of the waters. There's two major events taking place this month that you need to look out for. And one is going to be synonymous with the full moon this month on March 7th. Saturn is going to Pisces. But before I go into that, let me talk a little about the full moon in Virgo. Virgo is the polarity of Pisces, and Virgo wants us to get our shit in order. So it might be a little bit of a fine-tuning full moon where you are realizing what needs to get done and how to put things back in order. So it's going to allow us to regroup, recenter, redefine where we're going, because Pisces wants to go in different directions sometimes and has hard times making decisions. But we love Pisces energy because it connects us to our higher selves. It connects us to the divine. We're really tuning into our divinity and all of the spiritual gifts that we have. So it may be a little bit shaky, and I'll tell you why. Because since March of 2020, Saturn has been in Aquarius. It's actually my sign, and I'm so happy it's over. So that was around the time of the pandemic. So if you have your rising moon, even your Venus or Mercury signs in Aquarius, you have felt the past 3 years has been a little harsh, forcing you to change and review many lessons. Saturn in Pisces is going to have us review our spirituality more as a collective. Saturn in Aquarius wasn't too fun because Aquarius is rebellious, and so it's not like a fun sign to work with Saturn. But we made it through. We learned a lot of harsh lessons the past 3 years. And now Saturn, which is the planet of discipline, of structure, it's like our parent. It's like telling us to learn to do what's right, to manage your expectations, to live in integrity, to focus on truth, And now that it's moving into Pisces, it's going to force more people to become authentic. Because if you're not living in your truth or not being authentic, it's going to be revealed a lot more. So as a collective, more is going to be revealed around I can't even speak. And authenticity is going to reveal false truths that we've been living with. More and more people are going to become tuned into their higher consciousness. More and more people are going to awaken. And this is going to create another 3-year cycle of discipline, but in the area of spirituality. So if you're doing things because out of greed or because, oh, this person is doing this and they're successful, so I'm just going to copycat them, which shows if you know that I try to be very original in my practice and create my own identity, because it's so important that you harness your own personal gifts and create your own brand, your own style. So now it's going to want us to work in jobs that we are aligned with. We're going to want to follow our soul's path. We're going to also honor what our life purpose is. The Saturn in Pisces is going to create that motion the next 3 years. I'm just so happy that it's out of Aquarius. Thank you. Lesson learned. Okay, so then this is happening right with the full moon. So it may be a rather hard week next week. I'm just preparing you all, especially those of you that are and have water signs and earth signs. You're going to be feeling it more. So Scorpions, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, and also Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So moving along, that's not even the biggest thing that's about to happen. So now it's about you living in your truth, living in your authenticity. It's about you focusing on what really matters, what's important to you, what you really are about, what you came here to do in this incarnation, who you are meant to show up as from your authenticity. That's like the word of this video. So later in the month, on the 23rd, right around the spring equinox, when there's equal parts day and night, because we had the winter that was more darkness than light. Now it's going to be pretty equal, and it's a rebirth. It's a new start energy. Like the seeds that we've been planting are going to start to flourish, or you start to plant more seeds now in the springs for them to bloom. Because we're part of cycles, right? Like when you look at the seed, it's planted, it's watered, it buds, and then it blooms slowly. So it's the same thing with us. But we tend to be very impatient and we want everything yesterday. But we have to submit to these cycles. Everything is not supposed to happen in 5 seconds. Later this month is the biggie. It's Pluto moving into Aquarius. For the last 250 years, and we got a small taste of it last year before it went direct. Since our fathers wrote the Bill of Rights, we've been in Pluto and Capricorn. Capricorn is about rigidity. It's about structure. It's about, it's more that patriarchal energy. It's about like being, very, very focused and, a little, that rigidity. I was going to say another word, but then I chose not to. Anyway, so moving from Pluto, Capricorn to Aquarius is going to be a big shift. So we're talking for the next 20 years, this is what the energy is going to be like. Aquarius is about reinvention. It's about the cosmic intelligence. It's about technology. It's about all the things that we are now breaking free from. So Aquarius wants you to be individual person. Doesn't want you to be put in a box, told what to do, how to do it, when to do it. So this is going to be very interesting. So on the 23rd of this month, right after the equinox, Pluto is going into this energy. Pluto is the planet of transformation, death, and rebirth. So for the next 3 months, from the 23rd of March, you're going to see a big taste and a foreshadowing of what's to come next year when it stays in Aquarius just for a couple hundred years. So this is more of the real age of Aquarius that's happening. And all the spiritual people that you probably vibe with, or even if you've been following me and you think that we've been talking a lot of jazz or we don't know what we're saying, you're going to realize now, soon enough, that these changes are actually taking place. And all the paradigms that we thought were in place, they're all going to change. All the structures are going to change. So the next 3 months is going to highlight what that's going to be about. So March is going to be a very spiritual month of shifts. And you want to really go in and think about what your life would be like if you did what you loved. What would life be like if you actually submitted to your gifts? What will life be like when you finally honor your truth and not what you think everyone else expects of you? What will life be like if you go after what makes you the most happiest? That is what we need to do. Hang on. So there's a lot of energy moving for us. I want to pull a few cards. But before I do that, I just want to do a little clearing for you all and take a moment to tune in to your soul, connect to your breath, breathing in through your nose, taking in the breath, holding, and slowly letting go. Yes, the lessons have been hard. Yes, we've overcome much conflict. Yet we are still here. We are ready to continue to thrive. Just allow yourself to receive this beautiful energy. I'm hearing self-forgiveness is going to be very important. Self-compassion, so that you can allow growth to take place. Just removing any stagnant energy. Sending you some light. Going inward and knowing that you are held. Let's see what message we have from Spirit. Try not to go too over these videos. Pleasure. Divine Goddess. It's okay to seek fun and pleasure. It's okay to honor the part of you that wants to feel joy, that wants to feel bliss. We're not meant to be restricted. We're not meant to be put in a box, holding back who we are. Let's get a message around our abundance, our financials. What message do we have for the collective around financial matters? Deservingness. You are a beloved child of God. Like everyone else, you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus on the divine life purpose, which we talked about. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that the divine and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. You need to also feel deserving and abundant to receive these messages and align yourself. I'm going to pull a message from our ancestors. What do our ancestors want to relate to us as a collective? The spirit of the East, moving with the air, allowing yourself to be led and flow and be moved. The ancestors don't want you to resist anymore. They want you to submit. They did all of the resistance. They struggled and they held a lot of the pain. And now they want us to let go and let flow, because when we do that, we set them free as well. Let's pull a love message for our singles out there. What do our singles need to know? Because I'm working with many singles lately and it's just become a thing. Okay, express your love. Go ahead and make that gesture. We get scared, be vulnerable again when we've been hurt, but you got to know that, and this is not even just about love relationships, it's on all relationships. It's on your existing relationships, your friendships. We need to express what we feel and not be afraid of doing that, because unless there is vulnerability, there is no true, authentic connection. And you don't feel deeply if you're not being vulnerable. And it doesn't matter if you're saying something that the other person doesn't want to hear. If you say it lovingly, it will be received as such. And again, air, shift your perception. Air, we're moving, we're shifting, we're going. We are going to be propelled into motion with the shifts. The last thing you want to do is resist. And the last card is going to be on the overall moon message. Step into your power. Step into your power. And we're ending this astrological cycle so that we can step into our power. So as we move into the shifts and movements that we're being directed to go, it's going to enable you to step into your power. Then that's when you'll be able to assume this new role or position that you're being led to take or step into. So the mantra for this month will be, I am authentic in my every being and move with flow and awe of my divinity. I authentically receive all the shifts that are ready to take place in my life. I live in my truth. I am authentic. And I flow with the divine. Many blessings, dear Earthlings. Please follow me and go to my site if you'd like to subscribe to see my events. I will be holding a virtual circle on Zoom if you want to participate later this month. We're going to be talking about how to transcend and how to go with the change, and also grieving the part of you that no longer remains and seeing how far you've come and just submitting to this new version of you, who you really are. Thank you for being there with me today, being here rather. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Much love and light to you all.